Perfect. Excuse me. Hello there. Welcome back to stream, or the video on demand for this game dev project thing that I have going on here. Alright, so anyways, yesterday I was working on the level geometry for a different level, and I think today I'm probably just going to get back to work on that. This probably won't matter to most of you, since you guys don't watch. You guys mostly don't watch the stream. It's usually just VODs viewers. Like I'm kind of surprised by how many views I get. To be honest, it varies. Like sometimes it's like 5, and then like one of my recent ones shot up to like 200, which is pretty crazy. And one of my old videos was like in the thousands, which is crazy. But yeah, it's like it seems to be kind of random. Like I'm basically it's basically the whims of the algorithm that I either get a decent number of views compared to usual or less. In any case, it's probably not healthy to be obsessed with views, so I'm just gonna not talk about it anymore. OBS Studio disconnected, reconnecting. Sorry about that. Weird connection errors. Probably because of my computer is connected through Wi-Fi and not through like a real Ethernet connection. As I was saying, it's probably not the healthiest thing to be obsessed with view count. I mean, there's a bit of I think it's a little bit exciting to see the numbers shoot up sometimes. Can't help it. It is what it is. Anyways, let's get back to work on this level. I mean, the point of this these videos isn't really to get views anyway. It's mainly for like a personal documentation thing, and also just kind of an accountability sort of tactic, where it's like I know that there's a decent number of people who know about this that this project exists and are at least a little bit excited about it. I know I am. I mean, it's probably not going to be done for years and years and years, possibly even a decade. But it's like, if people see that I'm streaming still and that I'm still uploading, they'll know that I'm still working on the project and that's not dead. And that's basically the whole point of the videos and the streams. It's not like I like to think that it's not a vain thing. Look at all this disgusting geometry. Trying to strategically delete stuff that can't be seen from like normal in-game viewing angles. I feel like I was talking about something important, but I kind of forgot it. Oh well. If you forgot it, it probably wasn't important. I think there's a scene from a TV show that basically goes like that, and then turns out he forgot his kid at soccer practice, and it's a comedy show. I think there's a 2.5 Men. I've never actually seen 2.5 Men, but apparently I've heard that it's pretty good. The same people who made Big Bang Theory. Weird thing about Big Bang Theory is that it seems to be a popular show to hate nowadays, and I don't really get it, to be honest. I liked that show. I didn't see I've seen like most of the first seasons. The only season I haven't seen is the final one. Not exactly sure why I haven't watched it. Just haven't really felt like it. Also, it hasn't really been. I don't. I'm not the kind of person to like just turn on the TV and put on a TV show. I don't usually watch TV. It's not really my thing. I'm more of a. You could say that I'm a gamer. Actually, yeah, you could easily, you could definitely say that I'm a gamer. I really like video games. I think they're fun. My primary source of entertainment, I think. Well, I mean, it used to be. Now, not quite so much. Like as an adult, to kind of feel like I don't have as much fun playing them anymore. I think that's probably just me because I'm growing up a bit more. I don't think of them as a waste of time. You know, in a way they kind of are, but it's like you're having fun. Is it really a waste of time? I guess the answer to that is technically yes. But hey, it's fun, and that's the whole point of them. All right, so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to make a convincing sort of I'm trying to make like a place where where a loading zone will go, and that where the idea is that the player like walks over here, it triggers the loading zone, then the game takes over. He starts walking this way. The camera fades out, and then the next zone loads in. That's basically what this is going to be. It's not done yet, but I'm using Zelda Ocarina of Time as a source of like design inspiration for how I approach these sorts of things. And what I mean by that is I look at the way that levels are built in Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I use that as like a inspiration for this. And what I've noticed about Zelda Ocarina of Time is that in loading zones, a lot of times the geometry kind of goes like this. So you're walking this way, and then the camera and then the game just, you trigger the loading zone, it zooms out, and then the camera is like designed in such a way that you can't really see around the corner. So you can't really see that it's like a dead end over here. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Actually, could probably I should just delete that. It's pointless and stupid. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to merge these, and merge these. Let's take this and push it over like that. The idea is that, okay, I need to adjust it a little bit more. I'm trying to design it such that the in-game camera never gets into a position where you can see that it's a dead end, because the game will have zoomed up, will have faded out by then. Ocarina of Time does this all the time. It does this on the passageway between Kakariko Village and the graveyard. I mean, you can technically see it in the in-game, but only if you like really look for it, and if you like strategically position the camera as you're entering the zone. But if you're just playing the game, you're probably not going to see it. Ooh, look at this. It is ugly. Let's fix that right now. I'm trying to look for some more seams that I missed before. Not there, not there. I think it seems to line up. Bit of one, there's definitely one over here, but it's a sharp corner, so I'm not going to worry about this. So the intention for this is to be a sort of shortcut. Surprisingly, this isn't complete. This level layout wasn't completely random. It is designed in such a way that it's easy to get lost in. Like it kind of loops around over here, and you can accidentally go in circles. And there's like alternate passages. It's completely deliberate, but it's designed in such a way that the objective is to get like around here or over here. And pretty much everything in between is sort of like a way of getting lost. I think that. Oh, here's an idea. So I just thought about this right now. Maybe what I can do is I can use these patches of dirt as a way of saying that is a way of telling the player that they're going the right way. So I could put one over here. Or not. Actually, no, let's not do that. That's. I wouldn't say it's a stupid idea, but I'll say that I might actually. This UV mapping is all wrong. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna be honest right now. Oh yeah, something about these dirt patches and like the wrong way. Yeah, I guess I could put like a patch here, patch here. That way I'll have like a series of patches along the way to this area, which is sort of like I guess in a way it's like kind of like a sort of semi-hub. I should definitely put some stuff here, like a building or something. And then this is like a shortcut back to close to like near the beginning. I should get rid of this. This is kind of pointless, I think. I'm not exactly sure what was going through my head when I designed this. I think I was trying to come up with like an idea where you can see through here, but you can't pass through it. But I mean, this isn't really worth that kind of thing. Like this is more of this would be useful in like as a way of allowing the player to see further ahead into like an area that they can't get to for. I don't know. It's hard to kind of articulate what I'm trying to say. Anyways, yeah, I was working on this, right? There we go. Kind of surprised I didn't catch that earlier. I wonder how long that's been there. Probably like 2 years. Okay, let's implement that other idea that I was talking about. I think this is probably good. Oh, actually, maybe I should make this grass and have like a pathway over here instead. I think I've been underutilized. Now that I think about it, I think I've been underutilizing the pathway, the dirt stuff. There we go. It's a bit, tile's a bit better now. It's still kind of bad. There we go. Yeah, by the way, there's like this big underwater section that not sure if I'm really gonna keep it or I'll keep it for now. But I can't really think of I'm not 100% sure if I'll use it in the future. It's one of those things where I may end up deleting it. I did originally have like a plan for this level. I rewatched Madagascar relatively recently. Forgot how good that movie was. Please excuse me while I desperately try and figure out what I'm doing here. It's not that desperate. It's just kind of tedious. Okay, now I gotta change this to a different layer because I want this to be grass. The reason I have these objects on, or not these objects, these meshes on different layers is because of the way that I have my footstep sound effect system in this game set up. So yeah, this game does have like, or my project, not the game, it's not a game yet, but it's like this project has like a system where if you step on different surfaces, will make different sounds, and but that is on a per mesh basis, which means that for every type of surface that you can possibly step on, each type of surface has to have its own separate mesh. So this is going to make like a dirt sort of sound when you step on it. It's going to have like a grassy sound effect when you step on it. And there's also different ones for like stone, wood. I think there's like a creaky wood one. And the place where I got these sound effects from is I got them from this neat little sound effect pack. Actually, a bunch of them I got from this company called Zero G Studios. You may not have heard about them, but they're actually pretty important. They're the people who made the sound effect lib. Actually, I'm using the very same one of those sound effect libraries in this project. But yeah, so Koji Kondo, the guy who made the music in Zelda, when he made the music for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, he used sound libraries from this company. And yeah, I used some of them. They're still available, by the way. It's crazy if you think about it. Well, it's not that crazy. It's pretty natural that someone would have archived them somewhere. I think they actually have. But what's crazy is that the companies like still exists and is still providing those very same samples in some format. Like you'd think like a lot of these older sample companies, I think they've kind of gone under. They used to sell these on these sample CDs that are specifically designed for artists to basically copy paste off of. And yeah, he used a lot of those sample CDs to make the soundtracks and sound effects of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I did not learn this on my own. I learned it after watching a video from someone who went and did this research on his own. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to figure out where this pathway texture is going to go. Oops. Bevel, inset. There we go. I may not be super familiar with all of the tools of Blender, but I at least know a few of them. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on. Excuse me. That's not why I was saying hold on, by the way. I was saying hold on because I was realizing that these are separate meshes and I have to split it off and merge it with the dirt. Actually, I think that's a little bit too wide. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to get a better shape for the pathway. And I'm basically just going to do that again. Definitely going to have to recalculate the UVs when I'm done. I hope you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to make like a dirt pathway. I was originally going to have this be the border, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to leave this grass, and then I'm going to make like a second border thing in here. So let's hold on. I need to learn the keyboard shortcut for this. Oh, it's literally just I. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. This is a bit too narrow. And I made a mistake. There we go. Now I can inset the faces. Okay, now I will merge them. Yeah, let's get rid of some of let's fix some of this wonky geometry. Then we'll calculate the UVs again for the grassy areas. I think maybe I should lower this down a little bit. Kind of give the impression that the pathway has been trodden a little bit. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Where is it? Here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Kind of gives the sense that this is the way you're meant to go. Ooh, actually, I think this whole thing might have been a mistake. Because now that I think about it, the temple's that way. It's like, that's the entrance to the temple. So maybe the path should be going to the temple. Yeah. Oh well. Live and learn. What we can always do is we can always just make a second path over here. Because the thing is, I like the way that this looks. I think it looks really nice. So I'm gonna keep it. Also a bit of a cope since I don't want to admit that I wasted my time just now. But yeah, it's not a waste of time if it improves the product, right? Okay, so the plan is to have a path that goes kind of along here. Then there's going to be like some geometry that leads across this chasm. Wait, is it chasm or chasm? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. It's spelled chasm, but I feel like I've only heard it pronounced as chasm. I could be misremembering that though. Is this a chasm or a gorge? Or is there are those like just different words for the same thing? All right, let's do the same thing we did before. Should I keep this weird slope thing or should I get rid of it? I kind of like the way it looks, but I don't want to make weird slopes where the player will like slip on too much or have like or just have like weird geometry. Because the thing about weird geometry is that it's hard to predict exactly how the character controller will react to it. So I'm just gonna try to. I'm not so much gonna get rid of it. I'm just going to kind of even it off a little bit. I made a mistake here. Yeah. Darn it. I ran out of it. I ran out of undos. I'm trying to undo that incept thing that I did. Because I'm realizing that some weird overlapping stuff over here that I don't like. And now I have to make the geometry again. Okay, I just had to get rid of that center bit. In case you're wondering, this isn't a tutorial or anything like that. This is me stumbling through the creative process, trying to figure out a way forward. I wouldn't go to me as a source of learning. I still kind of think of myself as a novice, even though I've done this for a few years already. Oops. Okay. I think we got the contours of this figured out, or the geometry figured out. And once again, I'm definitely gonna have to project the UVs again. And then edit them manually, like I've been doing. All right, now let's clean this up. Oh yeah, I need to project this too. You know what? Let's just grab all this. Bam. And bam. Okay, now let's do some cleanup. Ooh. Sometimes sometimes in these low poly environments, quads are a little bit unpredictable, I find. Yeah, I'm not saying that as an expert, it's just something that I kind of noticed. It's easier to control triangles. I know that with like modern um, graphics and stuff, you typically want to use quads because they subdivide more predictably and they're just easier to look at than triangles. But with like I think that with low polygon uh, like modeling, it's like a completely different ball game because you're not trying to design the environments in such a way that looks I don't know how I'm trying to I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but it's like a completely different technique. Compared to like modern techniques. Okay, that's probably good. And about 4 minutes left. I kind of want to do something about these cliffs. They don't look very good. If you have any ideas for what I should do for these cliffs and you want to let me know, feel free to speak up in the chat or let me know in the comments. Hold on, do we even have any viewers? Apparently someone was watching for like 17 seconds at some point. Yeah, that's pretty common for me. Because my content is not very good. Because I prioritize the quality of the game over the quality of the YouTube videos. Okay. So I'm not 100% sure how to approach these. But I think for starters, I will do something like that. And that. I think the main reason why these are ugly is because it's just the same tiling texture the whole time. I mean, it's all just tiling textures, but the grass is like you view it at an angle where it's kind of smushed, and the trees Oh, it's not an ugly texture. At least I don't think it's ugly. It tiles pretty well. And it's like kind of it's deliberately stretched and morphed in such a way that kind of counteracts the how repetitive it really is. I think this is a bit low. Let's lift it up a little bit. Get rid of that. It's dumb. It doesn't belong. Hmm. Okay, I think that's probably good for today. Um, yeah, I appreciate you coming here to watch. Um, thank you very much. Appreciate the attention. Um, what else should I say? Hope you have a good night. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.